Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Grantsburg, Wisconsin. It is playoff season, and the Grantsburg Pirates play host to the Cameron Comets here tonight from Pepper Park. My name is Bob Rombach. It is a warm and very windy day. You'll see that throughout the broadcast. Wind is blowing straight in from left field, so right in our faces. So maybe we can get a picture here of the flag to start with. That is, it's pretty darn breezy. Whoop, where is it? There it is. There's Old Glory. And it is going to play a factor. Anything hit into the air at all, you're going to have people looking kind of crazy trying to catch it, I have a feeling. Last time we were here, Friday night, the wind was also treacherous. We saw some havoc on pop flies and things. So, similar night, but that's Grantsburg baseball. It's always windy up here, it feels like. So that might play a factor in tonight's game, but we will see. My dad is not able to join us tonight. Everything's fine. He's just not going to be able to join us, so he will be watching from the old living room couch, it sounds like. So, hey, Dad, miss ya. Wish you were here, but we are going to have a good time here tonight. These two teams met earlier in the season, in fact, the second game of the season, and Cameron won 6-1. You might be like, well, Grantsburg got a 3 seed, Cameron got an 11 seed. A lot has happened since that game. Grantsburg had a lot of trouble putting the bat on the ball in that game. Their bats have come alive as of late. Grantsburg was also kind of pitching some depth in that one, and so they didn't see who they are going to see today, which is Levi Anderson, who will be on the hill for Grantsburg. He's going to get the thing started for the Pirates. And for the Comets, it'll be A.J. Guerra. And just as I say that, I think I said his name wrong. I meant to go ask beforehand. Cameron fans, how did I say it right? A.J. Guerra? Anyway, he will be pitching. And we can go over the starting lineups here real quick. For the Cameron Comets, they'll be starting with Jayton Silvernail. He'll be the right fielder leading off. Andrew Larson is the catcher. He bats second. Riker Ebert is the center fielder batting third. Brady Gronsky is the third baseman batting fourth. He'll be followed by Mike Reynolds, the first baseman, batting fifth. A.J. Guerra is the pitcher, and he will bat sixth. Batting seventh will be Brandon Reynolds. He is the designated hitter for Miles Grassman, who will be playing left field. Jonas Martinson is the shortstop, batting eighth, and batting ninth is Parker Humphrey, the second baseman. So for the Comets, it's Silvernail, Larson, Ebert, Gronsky, Reynolds, Guerra, Reynolds, Martinson, and Humphrey. Starting lineup for the home team, the number 3 seeded Grantsburg Pirates, it'll be the left fielder Brock Matheny leading off, followed by the center fielder Dane Lozier, batting second. Then batting third is Riker Stelsel, the catcher. Ryder Anderson bats cleanup and plays second base. Henry Quintana is a designated hitter, and he bats fifth. And he'll be DHing for Norman Jensen, who plays third base. Like I said, Levi Anderson on the hill today for Grantsburg. He bats sixth. Brock Bonneville is the right fielder, batting seventh. Caden Matheny is the first baseman, batting eighth. And then Caleb Rombach is the shortstop, and he bats ninth. So for Grantsburg, it's Matheny, Lozier, Stelsel, Anderson, Quintana, Anderson, Bonneville, Matheny, and Rombach. Hope everybody had a wonderful Memorial Day weekend last weekend and a nice weekend this past weekend. Sounds like we're going to get a lot of rain tomorrow. That's why this game, which was originally scheduled to be played here tomorrow, was moved up. And so was the other part of the bracket, which is right here. So Clayton Turtle Lake is in Barron tonight as well. Winner of this one plays the winner of that one. Barron, a good team. Clayton Turtle Lake, they can be surprising. Don't sleep on them. And it is baseball, so you just never know what might happen. Girls softball action tomorrow. Grantsburg, the regional champs, they'll be hosting tomorrow. But as we are... Actually, it looks like we're going to be lining up for the national anthem. So I'm going to be quiet. We're going to listen to the national anthem.
Flag on left center field. There's two of them. You can pick either one for the national anthem. Today's contest features the Grantsburg Pirates hosting the Cameron Comets in the second round of the WIAA baseball tournament. The Pirates received a first round bye, and Cameron won their first game, defeating Shell Lake 9-6.
All right, well, here we go. The national anthem has been sung, and one of the things that kind of chokes me up sometimes is you look around when the national anthem is played. Usually it's over at the softball field. For some reason, they get things going a little bit quicker than we do over here at the baseball field, but they'll play the national anthem. Tonight it was played over the PA speaker here. But everybody else stops what they're doing. I'm seeing, like, there's young girls, fast pitch over on field C, I think that is. The softball team is getting tuned up for tomorrow's game as well. They've got practice going, so everybody just stops and finds the nearest flag and stands at attention, hand over heart. I love that. I think that's a really cool thing that happens here in Grantsburg. Obviously, I'm here, so I'm kind of privy to that most of the time, so I'm guessing that happens in other places, but I'm just really proud of the culture that's been built here, that's something that's important. So that's going to get us started. Nick Rombach has shown up. He's joining me, and he's going to be on the camera tonight, so thankful for him, and we're about ready to go. Levi Anderson on the hill. He'll be facing off against Jayton Silvernail, the right fielder, and that is ball number 1. So the official start time, 4:55. Got this thing started a little bit early. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's a quick pitch, strike 1. Grantsburg pitchers move pretty quickly. Again, if you didn't, that's a curveball. Ooh, just missing. Ball 2. You could probably zoom in a little bit too. Perfect. And the 2-1 popped foul, and boy, I just got a good look at how the wind is going to really mess with things. That started It probably would have been down the fence line, but it just took off and landed. I think it bounced before the farm field fence, but that moved 30 feet on that little pop-up, so definite issue. Curveball swung on towards right field, and it is into right field. Brock Bonneville quickly up with it. Nice two-strike hitting there for Silvernail, and there's a runner on. Leadoff batter reaches. Single to right field, well placed.
Next batter's number 16, Andrew Larson.
Andrew Larson bats now. He's the catcher. Silvernail with a pretty decent lead at first, and Levi will step off. John Griffith says, thank you for broadcasting, Bob. Go Comets. Hey, John, glad you're with us. Here's the pitch. Strike one. Back to first, safe. Do you remember how to do white balance? Here's the pitch, swinging a foul. No balls and 2 strikes to Larson. That's okay. There you go, perfect. The 0-2 runner goes, swing and a miss, strike him out. Oh, didn't quite get out of his glove quick enough. So it is a strikeout swinging, but there's a stolen base on the play. So Silvernail moves to second base as Larson goes down on strikes. That brings up Riker Ebert. Riker is the center fielder, left-handed batter. Both teams have a Riker in the third slot. Cameron with a little something going here. This is a fly ball, shallow left center, and in comes Dane Lozier for the catch, and there's 2 away. Looked like it was a pretty pure, easy catch there. It still would have been moving from Dane's right to left, but that's why you take ins and outs before the game. Get used to that. Now it'll be Brady Gronsky to bat. Here's the pitch. That one's hit to center too. Dane looks like he's got a beat on it, and he does. So 2 pitches in a row go right to Dane Lozier. Levi Anderson, a 10-pitch performance here in the top of the first inning. And the Cameron Comets leave 1 runner on, no runs, 1 hit, 1 left on. And at the end of half an inning, it's Cameron 0, Grantsburg to come to the plate. All right, welcome back. Thanks to Nick for coming here. He even brought an umbrella. It's probably wise because it does look like maybe by the end of the game we're going to maybe see some of that rain they're talking about. Again, this game moved up a little bit. It was supposed to be played Tuesday, but with the impending apocalypse apparently tomorrow evening or tomorrow all day, they moved it up. Not all baseball games got moved up. But ours and the Barron Clayton Turtle Lake game did get moved up. So a little bit of an advantage to moving it up. Otherwise, you'd be playing back-to-back nights. And depending on how things go early, Grantsburg's using their number 1 pitcher. I'm assuming Cameron is also using number 1 pitcher, Guerra. And again, correct me if I'm wrong if it's not Guerra. I thought that's what it was, but if one of the teams gets ahead early, puts the coaches in a situation where maybe we want to pull our guy because he'll have a day of rest instead of having to play the very next day and be able to start your ace Whereas back-to-back games, if you throw over 25 pitches, you got to rest a day. So Levi did himself a favor with only 10 pitches in that first inning. Let's see if AJ has an answer for that as Brock Matheny comes to the plate for Grantsburg. It's Matheny, Lozier, Stelsel for the Pirates. That one is slowly crossing the plate. It was a breaking ball and it caught it. Strike one. That one's nubbed down the line and it goes foul. So strike two. Guerra up quickly on Matheny. This is a rubber match of sort between Cameron and Grantsburg. Tell you about that after the pitch. Guerra, the 0-2, hit and lined up the middle. A slow roller to throw from short is scooped from Reynolds at first. Nice looking play there from Martinson to Reynolds, and there's one away.
Now batting number 8, Dane Lozier.
Dane Lozier bats now, and what I was talking about is in the football season, which Brock and Dane were both a big part of, they were able to beat Cameron in the playoffs. Cameron returned the favor in the basketball playoffs. Here's ball one, beating Grantsburg in round one. Oh heavens, here we go. And now sort of the rubber match between Cameron and Grantsburg. They've eliminated each other once. That one's roped down the left field line, but there he is, making the play. Grassman, and there's two away. Lozier put the screws on it, but out in left field and line out to Grassman, and there's two away. Wow, I thought Levi Anderson's performance, 10 pitches was good. There's 2 outs and 5 pitches as Riker Stelsel steps to the plate for the Pirates. Guerra pitching well. That one misses, low and outside, ball one. Ryder Anderson on deck for the Pirates. Bottom of the first inning, still scoreless. Here's the 1-0, swung and fouled off. Last time these two teams played way back in, I think it was April 8th. It was cold, yucky. Cameron had 7 hits and 4 or 5 walks. That one crosses at the letters, strike two. This will be Guerra's 9th pitch. Swung on and fouled back, so they'll do it again. Both pitchers moving nicely here. And inning number 1. Guerra with the 1-2 once again. That one's in the dirt. 2-2. Not sure how much the wind comes through on the microphone, but it's a constant, consistent wind in our faces here, so blowing in from left field. The 2-2, that's in the dirt. Good at bat for Riker Stelsel. See who wins this one. Riker will see 7 pitches at minimum here. So that's what you call a quality at bat. If you see 6 pitches, that's a quality at bat. Now he's trying to win the at bat. Here it is. And he does. Ball 4. And a 2-out walk. And the inning continues with Ryder Anderson. And if he keeps the inning going, Henry Quintana is on deck. Guerra checking the runner, delivers quickly, and that catches the corner, strike one. Riker with a modest lead here at first base, takes a little extra, and now he's going. That was a ball low. Throw down to second is off the mark, and Riker steals the base. Riker Stelsel. And it's 1-1. Sorry, and there are 2 outs. I forgot to mark that one. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 away here. Runner on second base. Guerra cruised through the first 5 pitches, got 2 batters. Here's his 10th pitch. Sets. Riker is stuck, and he is out at second base. Got him leaning, and that eliminates Riker Stelsel and the Grantsburg Pirates in this 3rd inning. We've seen Grantsburg pull that pickoff move a couple of times successfully. That looked just like it. Great move from Guerra, and that puts Grantsburg down here in the 1st inning. So no runs, no hits, nobody left on base. And at the end of 1 full inning of play, it's still scoreless here in the regional semifinal. And you're watching it here on We Are Cameron and We Are Grantsburg, both part of the We Are Network.
A 3D mammogram is a non-invasive X-ray that checks for breast cancer and other abnormalities. Mammograms can detect cancer early, long before it can be felt. At Burnett Medical Center, 3D mammograms takes place in a private room and is conducted by a radiologic technologist. The entire procedure is quick and only takes 10 to 20 minutes. Burnett Medical Center offers 3D mammograms 4 days a week. Don't delay. Call Burnett Medical Center to schedule your mammogram today.
Sweet. Welcome back to Pepper Park here in Grantsburg. It's the playoffs. Grantsburg, with the number 3 seed, received a 1st-round bye. Cameron got by Shell Lake in the first game, 9-6. Bit of an upset there, as you can tell by the seeding. So the Comets get to extend their season. And on June 4th, that's Wednesday, it'll be the regional final. And that place is to be determined. It'll be played at the higher seed. So the only thing we can say for sure is that Cameron, as the 11 seed, will not be hosting. Even if Clayton Turtle Lake, that'd be crazy if Cameron and Clayton Turtle Lake both won, and that's definitely a possibility. Cameron's already beat Grantsburg once this year in baseball, 6-1. All right, here we go. 2nd inning of work for Levi Anderson. 10 pitches in the 1st inning. Here's the first one of the 2nd, and it's a swing and a miss. This is Mike Reynolds, AJ Guerra, and Brandon Reynolds due up for the Comets. Ground ball, left side, and it's into left field. Another leadoff base hit for the Comets. Mike Reynolds is on, and Guerra will come up. Last inning, it was Silvernail who got a 2-strike rope into right field. Then he stole second base, but he was left there. So he was at second with nobody out. Guerra at bat. Reynolds with a good lead. Takes a little bit more. The throw to first, and he is safe at first. That's the exact right lead for Reynolds, because that was a good pickoff move, and he was able to beat it back by couple ticks of the stopwatch. Quick pitch. That one's ripped left side, and it gets by Norman Jensen. Looked like he had a chance to catch the line drive, but it's off of his glove into left field. Back-to-back hits. We'll call that one a hit until told otherwise, and the Comets have something going here. Runners on 1st and 2nd, and nobody. Oh, heavens, I forgot to do something. Sorry, just a second. Let me move that to the 2nd inning. That's why everything's messed up. Here we go. Here we go. Runners on 1st and 2nd, nobody out. Cameron with something going. Here's a curveball missing outside. This is Brandon Reynolds. He's the DH tonight. The throw back to second is past Ryder Anderson and into center field. Just off or through his glove or something, and it was maybe just a case of trying to lay the tag down first, and he lost track of it, and it trickles into center field, giving up a base. So Reynolds goes to third base. Now Cameron with a 1st and 3rd situation. And that is another ball. Brandon Reynolds batting for Miles Grassman. Guerra with a good lead, doesn't go. Ground ball up the middle, and it's taken by Rombach. Rombach steps on second, throw to first, takes him off the base, but Caden Matheny is there for the tag. So it is a double play. Grantsburg gets 2 outs on that, but a run does score. So Grantsburg will take the 2 outs and give up the run. So that's a 6U3 double play. And that's a cut and a miss. I'll get the scoreboard updated here just a second. So Cameron strikes first. Bases are cleared off for Martinson. That one just missing. 1-1. And the pitch, wanted to bring that down. It never broke. It's 2 balls and a strike. That one finds center mass, and Norman Jensen off his glove, and he has no play, E5. So the inning continues on an error. It's the second time the ball has been hit Norman's way. He's not been able to cleanly come up with either one. That was the 20th pitch of the game for Levi Anderson. Coach Pete was hoping that Levi could go the whole way here. Runner goes, and Levi balked. So a balk, it would have been a stolen base regardless there. Levi kind of started his motion and just stopped. Here's the pitch, popped up. That should be a can of corn. Ryder Anderson this way, and he makes the catch near the foul line, and that does do it for the Comets. They get 1 run on 1 hit. They leave a runner. And at the end of an inning and a half, it's 1-0 Cameron as we head to the bottom of the second. You're watching it here on We Are Grantsburg and We Are Cameron.
Physical Therapy and Balance Center offers professional staff that work and live in the community. With state-of-the-art technology, we help you regain confidence and independence. We are a physical therapy facility that also offers many other recovery services, including fall prevention, balance training, and dizziness disorder treatment. You have a choice in your physical therapy. Call us today so that we can help you love your life. Spelled differently because we are different.
What just happened to that video? Heavens to Betsy. We'll get this dialed in maybe in 10 years or so, everybody. Don't even worry about it. So, we head to the bottom of the second inning. Cameron draws first blood. They get a run across, kind of manufacture one. It came in on a double play. And that was a good double play, too. Glove by Caleb. Took it, stepped on the base, threw it offline, but towards home. So Caden was able to grab it, secure it, and then put it right in the belly of the base runner heading to first to get that second out. So nice play by those guys. However, the inning kind of was a little wonky with some rough fielding as well. Cameron able to make hay on it, and they got 1 run in. Guerra out there for his second inning of work. That one falls off the table after it crosses the plate at the knees. Strike 1. Good pitch. It'll be Ryder Anderson, Henry Quintana, and Levi Anderson for the Pirates, and these quickly ahead 0-2. And Guerra steps off. We'll try again. Some gnats out there, but with this wind, there's just they have no chance. Here's the pitch. That's too high, ball 1. Good pitch there, too, by AJ, just trying to get him to chase something high. And it was a breaking ball, but it was high enough that it wasn't going to cost him. Here's the 1-2. That one is lifted in a weird spot. Right fielder is there. He's able to secure it. You just never know. That's Jayden Silvernail for out number 1. With the wind, It's going to play with the ball. That time Silvernail casually, showing no anxiety whatsoever, caught that can of corn off the top shelf, and there's one away. Here's the pitch. First pitch swinging, and it skitters by the left. That would be the shortstop if you're in America. Gets by him into left field, and Henry Quintana gets on. I'm going to have to say that was an E6. Looked like he may have been able to get in front of that one. Now Brady Bonneville Levi Anderson bats with the runner on first. Back to first is the play, and Quintana gets there first. Levi Anderson batting sixth in the Grantsburg lineup. That one is too high, or maybe outside. Hard to tell ins and outs from this angle. 1 ball and no strikes. Grantsburg had a base runner in the bottom of the first, but only 3 players batted officially. Runner goes. That one's high. Ooh, it's a perfect one to throw down, but it's off the mark, and Henry gets into second standing up. That's just what you want as a catcher. Gets you up out of your stance so you're ready to throw, but he just threw it off target, and Grantsburg has a runner on second. And that's where Grantsburg's runner was picked off to end the first inning at second base. A really sweet move from A.J. Guerra to pick him off. See if they try something else again. No, Guerra's going to go home. That one, again, high. So 3 balls and no strikes to Anderson. Bonneville waits on deck. First base is open, so it's not the worst thing with 1 out to get the walk for Guerra and the Comets. Everybody lurking around second base. Here's the pitch. That one's high, and it's a 4-pitch walk to Anderson. Brock Bonneville now bats, and Bonneville is a skilled bunter, but with 4 balls in a row, we'll see what happens here. A fresh batter for Guerra. He's up to 23 pitches. And the throw back to second, and that time Quintana was right on it, and he wasn't very far from the base, and the second baseman wasn't quite ready to come over. It looked like Humphrey wasn't in on the idea there. See if Guerra comes home here. He does. That's a strike. No balls and a strike here. And that's 24 pitches for Guerra. It's an interesting thing to kind of look at to see, when a guy might be getting up there in pitches. He comes home. That one's high. One and one. Cameron got the first run in the top of the second inning. Grantsburg trying to return the favor here in the bottom of the inning. Quintana with a minuscule lead. He's not getting picked up. That one, Bonneville swung as hard as he could and came up empty. It's 1-2. Good pitch there. Just kind of pulled the string. Bonneville out in front. And now Guerra in charge with 1 away here. And that one just missing. 2-2. John Griffith says, "You sound good, Bob." Oh, thanks, John. And John's one of the most encouraging guys on this planet. Always love getting around that guy. Cameron's got just the best. That one high and tight. Bonneville has to scramble out of the way, and it's a full count. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. And it is Caden Matheny on deck. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, and Bonneville goes down on strikes. Just look at it like that was a straight fastball and just beat Bonneville, and there's 2 away.
Now batting number 2, Caden Matheny.
Now Caden Matheny bats with a runner in scoring position. Through behind. Good awareness by Anderson. You usually don't see guys holding guys on when there's a runner in front, but here Mike Reynolds will hold at first, leaving a massive gap down the right field line. Here's the pitch. That one misses low, 1-0. Guerra now up to 30 pitches. Back to second, and he is safe. First inning ended on a pickoff play. This one is a strike, delayed strike call. Strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike to Matheny. If he extends the inning, Caleb Rombach is on deck. Guerra to the plate. Right there. Strike 2. That was a curveball. Probably started inside, but Caden not offering, and that one crossed nicely for Guerra. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss. And what started as a threat goes down. 2 strikeouts to end the inning for Guerra. That is his only 2 of the game, but very meaningful as Grantsburg had a runner in scoring position, but couldn't get him across. So no runs on, no hits for Grantsburg. 2 left on base. And at the end of 2, it's Cameron 1, Grantsburg 0 as we head to the top of the 3rd inning.
My career journey started at Northwood Technical College. I'm a business management graduate, and I'm proud of my education here. I transferred to a 4-year college where I earned a bachelor's in management, then went on to law school. I'm now an attorney and chief operating officer of a sovereign nation wealth fund. I work remotely across the country providing business resources for 2 tribes. I chose to start my education at Northwood Tech because I could earn credits towards my bachelor's. All associate degrees have a 4-year path. Choose your path and experience success.
Kind of dark here with the clouds coming in. The wind is not quite as hostile as it was once before. So, trading the clouds for some wind, or wind for clouds, whatever you want to say. It'll be number 9 batter Parker Humphrey, then the top of the order, Jayden Silvernail and Andrew Larson for Cameron. Levi missing just inside. That one's away outside, 2-0. Oh, shoot. I see we still have the Lemon Race ad in. Lemon Race has been canceled, unfortunately, this year, so you can disregard that, as it were. 2 balls and a strike here to Humphrey, the second baseman. Swinging a miss, or foul tip, and it's 2-2. And here's the 2-2, swing and a miss. And that's a strikeout for Anderson. His second of the day. And there's 1 out.
Now batting number 16, Andrew Larson.
I think that is wrong. It is actually the leadoff batter, Jayton Silvernail, batting, and that is strike one. Silvernail started the game with a single, two-strike single, and was stranded at second base after he stole it. This one's nubbed. That's going to be a tough play, and it is a foul ball. That just found the right spot on the in the field, but just foul. Number 16 is batting. Did I miss somebody then? I did miss somebody. Doggone. What did I miss? Here's the pitch, ground ball, left side, and into left field. Another base hit. And that was Larson with the base hit, so I missed somebody. My apologies. And there's a runner on first. Third hit of the game for Cameron.
Now batting number 12.
One per inning. Now it's Riker Ebert batting. Runner on, one away. Throwback, just a courtesy throwback. This is Larson on first. Missing just outside, it looks like. One ball, no strikes. Ebert, the number 3 batter in the lineup for Cameron. Just missing. Ball 2. A little timeout by Ebert as he adjusts his batting gloves. 2-0 to him. Hitters count for Ebert. Popped up, foul, and out of play. How did I miss an entire batter, Nicholas? Throw back to first. It's a little high, but diving back was Larson, safe at first. We have seen Cameron run a little bit. Obviously a threat to run here. Here's the pitch. Ooh, let it go and kept it high. 3 balls and a strike. Ebert flew out to center field his first time up. Here's the 3-1. Fouled away. Full count. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner on first. Tried to guide that one in and lost him. Walk given up. First walk of the game
Number 7, Brady Gronsky.
for Levi Anderson, and now Brady Gronsky, who flew out to center field last time up. Here's the pitch. That got it. Strike 1. Strike 2 on the foul ball. Mike Reynolds is on deck. He led the second inning off with a single. He ended up scoring the first and only run of the game. Curveball pounded into the dirt. That's going to stay fair. Oh, they're going to say it's a foul ball, maybe off of his foot is what they're going to say. It rolled into fair territory, but if it hit the batter in the box, then it is a foul ball. Still 0-2 to Big Brady Gronsky. That one's lifted to left center field, high into the air. Plenty of time to get under it. Dane Lozier makes the catch. No chance of a tag, and there's one away. Second time Gronsky is flown out to center. And that is 2 away, excuse me. 2 outs now as Mike Reynolds bats. Runners at first and second. That's where Grantsburg wants to keep them. Here's the pitch. Strike. Should Reynolds get on, A.J. Guerra will bat next. Anderson goes home, cuts through it. Strike 2. Low and away. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Anderson pitches, curveball, missed. Ball 2. Good jump, or good bounce there by Riker Stelsel to make sure the runner stayed put as it got away from him a little bit. Here's a 2-2 to Reynolds. Swinging a foul, we'll do it again. 45 pitches in now for Levi Anderson. Swing and a miss, and Anderson works out of a jam. This has been a fairly symmetrical game. Working out of a jam here in the 3rd inning. Guerra and the Comets worked out of a jam in the bottom of the 2nd. That is the 3rd strikeout for Levi Anderson, and the Comets leave 2 stranded, no runs on 1 hit, 2 left on. At the end of 2.5, it's still 1-0 Cameron. You're watching it here on We Are Grantsburg and We Are Cameron.
Physical Therapy and Balance Center offers professional staff that work and live in the community. With state-of-the-art technology, we help you regain confidence and independence. We are a physical therapy facility that also offers many other recovery services, including fall prevention, balance training, and dizziness disorder treatment. You have a choice in your physical therapy. Call us today so that we can help you love your life. Spelled differently because we are different.
Well, just checking the old radar here. It's 85 degrees out, but in 43 minutes, the rain looks like it's coming in, according to AccuWeather. We are 2.5 innings into a 7-inning game. So Pirates and Comets trying to get this in ahead of the storm. The countdown is on. Looks like it's going to start drizzling in about 45 minutes, and then about 55 minutes, it gets into the red stuff, at least according to the little warning deal we've got here. Ugh. And it's going to be the dark red stuff coming through. So I have to say, like, if it is going to start raining, once it does start raining, I might have to end the stream to get my electronics out of the rain. Just another reason we need some covered media stuff out here in Grantsburg. I'm hoping that can happen someday. I have a dream that it will. But as it were, we'll get as much of this game in as we possibly can. And coming to the plate for Grantsburg is Caleb Rombach, number 9 batter in the order, followed by Brock Matheny and Dane Lozier. That pitch is low, ball 1 to Caleb. That one hits in front of the plate, so an easy take for Caleb, 2-0 to him. Guerra's been pretty efficient. He's up to 35 pitches through 2 plus whatever we've got in this, 2 pitches in. That's a strike. Caleb taking the whole way. Here's the 2-1. That one is a strike. So just like that, it's evened up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Probably going to see a fastball as the number 9 guy. Here's the pitch. He doesn't. It stays inside, though. Maybe now. And the payoff pitch to the leadoff batter, Rombach. He takes it for strike 3 right at the knees, right there. And he's just bound up on the fastball.
Now batting number 9, Brock Matheny.
So there's one out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Matheny swings at the first pitch and fouls it away. Strike 1. Brock grounded out to shortstop his first at-bat. That one crosses at the belt, strike 2. A.J. Guerra pitching well for Cameron. Pirates, just like in game number 1, it wasn't Guerra pitching that game, have had hardly any balls put in play. There's one right up the middle. It's a slow roller behind second. Just took forever to get to the fielder. And Brock Matheny gets a single. That was Grantsburg's first hit of the game. They've had a couple base runners. One was a walk, one was a... Actually, there's 2 walks and an error. This is Dane Lozier, who hit the ball hard his first time up, but it was right to the left fielder. Well, not exactly right to him. He had to move a little bit, but Dane squared it up nicely. Grantsburg with a base runner here with 1 away. Gets on top of that one, could be 2. It's taken too long, and it gets by the shortstop. I think he was just trying to decide what to do. That thing just died in the grass, really. Took away second base, and he had to hurry to maybe get the speedy Dane Lozier at first, and probably just got in his head trying to decide what to do too much. And Grantsburg is aboard now, first and second. And conference, that was Guerra's 43rd pitch. Conference at the mound. I can see guys kind of waving the gnats away. The wind has died down a little bit, so the bugs could be a little bit more of a problem. Oh, hi, Kelly. You looking for money from Nicky Poo? Oh, he's going to get food. Nice. Now Riker Stelsel comes to the plate. 1 out, 2 on. So Grantsburg with a little something going after a leadoff strikeout, and Riker takes one down Main Street. Here's the 0-1. Kind of a check swing and a strike on the foul. Guerra up 0-2. Ryder Anderson on deck. Pirates threatening again. This is what they did last inning. 2 runners on. Unable to get anybody across. Let's see if it changes. That one may have crossed the plate, but it was too high. Good pitch, actually, on the 0-2. But a good job by Riker to lay off that high fastball. Guerra steps off. We'll do it again. The pitch, fouled away. Riker stays alive. That's the 47th pitch for Guerra. Levi Anderson has 46 through 3 innings for him. Guerra checks the runner. He's going to go back to second. Now, they got Riker picked off in the first inning with that. They've tried 2 or 3 more times, and Grantsburg not falling for it again. Now the wind is basically non-existent, so the bugs are a factor out in the field. Here's the pitch. Low and away, ball 2. Guerra gathering his thoughts behind the mound. Now he steps up and we're ready to go. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Runners on first and second for Grantsburg. And the pitch, that's too high. Throw back to first. Risky, risky, risky. Reynolds was able to grab it though, and it's a full count. Yeah, that ball gets into right field, and depending on how the right fielder handles it, Grantsburg might get a run on that. Certainly everybody moves up a base, but Reynolds did a good job. Oh no. Lightning in the area, so they're gonna call everybody off the field. The umpire found lightning. That means that we are gonna stop this stream mid at bat, full count, runners on first and second, bottom of the third. This is not enough for a full official game. I don't think. No, you'd have to finish. Yeah, they'd have to have finished their bottom half of the third here. So I think it's either a 20 or 30-minute mandatory delay, and by then, the rains will be coming, and so we're gonna stop this stream, everybody. I'm real sorry about that, but no sense really staying on during the delay. So we are at the mercy of the umpires and Mother Nature here, and both have about as equal power. Just kidding. Where are we going? Oh, we're going to go take a look. Nick wants to show you what's coming, and that does not look promising. Neither does it on the radar. So we're going to pack all this electronic stuff, get off of this metal stand that we're sitting on, and maybe go enjoy a bratwurst until they call the game, which I'm fairly certain is going to happen here. So that's unfortunate. They moved the game up to Monday, to today, from tomorrow, because of the forecast, and still unable to get it in. That's my conjecture anyway, that they won't be able to get this game in. Regardless, we probably won't be able to stream the rest of this one. Very sorry about that. Got to protect the equipment. So for Nick Rombach on the camera, thanks for coming and helping out, Nick. My name is Bob Rombach. Thank you for watching high school baseball, playoff baseball here on We Are Cameron and We Are Grantsburg, both part of the We Are Network. Have a great night, everybody.